Pi Network is sitting on the edge of absolutely massive movement right now. We're talking about a critical 46-cent support level that could determine whether we see a parabolic move to 70 cents or a deeper correction. This is Gold Rush Crypto Daily, and I'm bringing you the most comprehensive analysis of what's happening with Pi coin right now. Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Family. You know we bring you the hottest takes and the most detailed technical breakdowns every single day. Today we're diving deep into Pi Network's price action for July 2025, and let me tell you, this setup is absolutely massive. We've got critical support zones being tested, oversold indicators screaming potential reversal, and some serious whale activity that you need to know about. Before we jump into this analysis, make sure you smash that like button if you're holding Pi, hit subscribe for daily crypto content, and turn on those notification bells because you do not want to miss what's coming next in this market. Let's start with this interesting article from Coin Edition that's breaking down Pi Network's price prediction for July 2025. According to this analysis, Pi opened July trading around 49.2 cents after closing June near the 50-cent mark. Now here's where things get absolutely massive. We had a failed breakout attempt near 63 cents late last month, and now we're seeing Pi testing major support levels. As you can see in this article, the technical setup is showing us a descending channel resistance pattern. And folks, this is textbook accumulation territory right here. When we see these kinds of patterns, mark my words, we're often looking at the calm before the storm. The article mentions we've got a liquidity gap below current levels, but what they're not emphasizing enough is the massive potential for a squeeze once this support holds. Let's take a look at this data here. Pi is currently locked within a descending channel on the 1-month outlook. Now, I've been tracking these kinds of setups for years, and when you see multiple breakout attempts above the 63 to 66 cent zone, that's not weakness, that's accumulation. Each time we test resistance and hold higher lows, we're building a spring that's going to absolutely explode when it releases. The whales know exactly what they're doing here. People, look at this chart data. We're testing the lower boundary of a longer-term demand region between 46 and 49 cents. This level has held as short-term support during multiple retracements in June. That's institutional money defending these levels. When you see that kind of support defense, you know smart money is positioning for something big. Now, according to this article in Coin Edition, if we break below this zone, we could see a deeper pullback toward 40 cents or even 36 cents. But here's my take. That's exactly the kind of fearmongering that creates the best buying opportunities. Any bullish reversal from here would first need to clear 53 cents and then 60 cents, and once we break that 60-cent level, we're going parabolic to 70 cents and beyond. Let me break down these indicators for you because this is where the magic happens. The RSI on the 4-hour chart is hovering around 31.07. Folks, that's oversold territory. When RSI drops below 30, that's when we often see the most explosive reversals. The bearish divergence that played out from 63 cents to current levels, that's already been priced in. Smart money is loading up at these levels. The MACD is showing bearish momentum right now, but here's what the article isn't telling you. MACD divergences at oversold levels create the most powerful reversal signals. When that MACD line crosses above the signal line from these depths, we're talking about absolutely massive upside potential. Look at this EMA data here. The 20 EMA is at 52.2 cents, the 50 EMA at 53.8 cents, and the 100 EMA at 55.6 cents. These are your resistance levels to watch. Once Pi reclaims the 20 and 50 EMA levels, that bearish sentiment flips bullish faster than you can say going parabolic. The 200 EMA near 59.7 cents, that's your long-term ceiling right there. But mark my words, once we break above that level with volume, we're looking at a moonshot scenario. The Bollinger Bands are widening on the 4-hour chart with price riding the lower band. That expansion after a squeeze signals massive volatility incoming. From a smart money concepts perspective, and this is where it gets really interesting, we've got multiple break of structure points below 60 cents. But here's the key insight the article mentions. There's a large imbalance above $1.20 that remains unfilled. That's your target zone. People, the market always returns to fill those imbalances. The super trend indicator is flashing a sell signal with the red band at 64 cents, but that's actually your breakout level. Once Pi breaks and holds above 64 cents on the daily time frame, that super trend flips to a buy signal, and we're off to the races. Parabolic SAR dots are aligned above price at 66.7 cents, But again, that's confirming our breakout targets. These trend-following indicators are like coiled springs. The longer they stay bearish at oversold levels, the more explosive the eventual reversal. Now let's talk about what to expect from Pi Network price this month, because this is where the rubber meets the road. According to this analysis, July price action will revolve around that key 46-cent support level. If this level breaks, we might see a sweep of week lows near 42 cents and 36 cents. But here's my contrarian take. Those sweeps create the best buying opportunities. These zones align with previous swing lows and Fibonacci retracement levels from the broader rally earlier this year. When you see that kind of confluence, smart money is backing up the truck. A strong bounce from 46-cent support, especially with RSI recovery and MACD convergence, could initiate a relief rally back toward 53 to 56 cents. But here's where I disagree with the bearish tone of this article. They're calling this a lower probability scenario. I'm telling you right now, this is exactly the kind of setup that creates millionaires. When everyone is bearish and indicators are oversold, that's when the magic happens. Any move above 60 cents would break the descending trend line on the daily time frame and reclaim volume node control around 63 cents. And once we reclaim that zone, we're looking at absolutely parabolic movement toward that 70-cent target. Speaking of 70 cents, can Pi Network hit this target this month? The article says it's technically possible, but requires holding 46-cent support, flipping 53 cents into demand, then breaking the bearish trend line. They're calling the odds slim unless Bitcoin reclaims dominance above $110,000. But here's what they're missing. Crypto moves in waves, and right now we're seeing oversold conditions across the board that are setting up for the next major leg up. When Bitcoin makes its move back toward all-time highs, altcoins like PI are going to absolutely explode. The article mentions consolidation between 46 and 56 cents as more likely, with a potential sweep below support before recovery. That sweep scenario is exactly what I'm watching for. That's when you know the bottom is in and smart money is accumulating. Let me give you my Pi Network price forecast timeline for July 2025. We're looking at a critical week ahead where that 46-cent support either holds and launches us towards 60 cents, or we get that final capitulation sweep that creates the ultimate buying opportunity below 40 cents. Either way, mark my words, Pi Network is building a base for absolutely massive movement in the coming weeks. The whales are positioning, the indicators are oversold, and the technical setup is screaming opportunity for those brave enough to see it. Before we wrap up, let me be crystal clear. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research and never invest more than you can afford to lose. But based on this technical analysis and market structure, Pi Network is setting up for something absolutely massive. If you found this analysis valuable, smash that like button, subscribe to Gold Rush Crypto Daily for more high-energy market breakdowns, and turn on notifications so you never miss our daily insights. Share this video with your crypto friends because everyone needs to see what's happening with PI right now. Drop a comment below with your PI price predictions for July. Are you bullish or bearish? Let's get this community engaged because together we're stronger. And don't forget to check out our other videos where we break down the hottest crypto opportunities every single day. This is Gold Rush Crypto Daily, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay bullish, stay informed, and remember, the best opportunities come when everyone else is fearful. Peace out, crypto family.